Happy New Year! We're in 2026. That's terrifying. But that's beside the point. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas if you're celebrating, a happy Hanukkah, and a happy New Year. I had an insane December, and then I just crashed out after finals. So the last thing I was up to was reading Christmas Tree Farm. It was something, all right. It was. That's it. That's all I have. That's the only thought I have for you. It simply was. It's not great. It's fine. It's like kind of funny. It's not that good. It is very much what it says it is. It is a sexy Hallmark movie that is just a bit ridiculous and a bit convoluted. If I had a trust fund, would not be putting up with any of this nonsense. I don't want strange men on my farm. His personality kind of switches when they're blinking for whatever reason. I have nothing really to say about it. Like I didn't really enjoy it, but I didn't hate it either. It's a very meh kind of book. This was the big bang I went out with in 2025. This was it. Christmas Tree Farm. Am I excited for the rest of these books? No. I only have one more on my shelf, and that's for the fall. So that's a problem for future me and not current me. So yeah, that was the last book of 2025. This is the first makeup look of 2026. What do we think? Let me come a little closer. What do we think? I really like the way it turned out. It's very glittery, and it's like one of the few times I feel like you can really tell that my eyes are brown. I did a lot of like pre-2026 planning. I made a bingo card because I saw this, I saw it on TikTok and I thought it was cute, and I like cute little like goal lists. So I did make a bingo card with simple things on it, like, you know, turn 27.
My 26?
How old am I? Not me having to go like ask my father if I'm turning 27 and him not even being sure. That age is sounding a little too serious. My 20s were during COVID. Like I literally turned 20 and then COVID happened. So not gonna lie, that's now that like that's sinking into my brain, I'm not gonna lie, that age is starting to sound a little too serious. How old are you? I'm 27. I personally don't feel that old. Most days feel very much like a teenager. Surely do not feel 27. I digress. We're not here to talk about what age I may or may not be. I'm turning 27. Got that out of the way. Thank you, Amanda. Turning 27, throwing an engagement party, graduating with my master's. Some of these are quite serious, right? Graduating with my master's, engagement party. Oh my goodness. Moving out is a big one. Getting my driving permit, getting a new job, among many others that are not as serious, like reading all of One Piece, making 10 Etsy sales, try Pilates, take a ballet class. Yeah, so those are kind of my goals, but the light version for 2026. I do have a lot. One of the ones I really want to focus on is I've been obsessed with wanting to try a adult beginners ballet class because I think it'd be fun. I really wanted to do ballet when I was a kid, but I got talked out of it by my mom because I was not the ideal body type. We'll put it that way. I'm not the ideal body type for a ballerina. But I'm an adult with adult money and I can do whatever I want. And I'm not going to be the next prima ballerina, but I can do it for fun and for exercise. So I've picked up some of the stuff that I'm going to need. I'd also like to say I'm fully committing to the bit. And by that I mean, like, if I'm going to the ballet class, I'm gonna go dressed ballet-esque. Maybe not the first time. I think my anxiety won't be able to tell between that or having a loaded gun pointed at me. My leotard is in the wash. I have a pair of pink tights and a pair of the soft ballet shoes in this bag that I use for traveling and other nonsense. I think I might have actually bought these too big, but it's too late now. That's a problem for later. Everything's currently residing in here. My emotional support water bottle will be emotionally supporting me, along with my great dose of Zoloft. I can't lie, I'm trying to be like confident, like it's gonna be so much fun. I'm terrified. Okay, this is so far out of my comfort zone. We're out of the stratosphere of my comfort zone. This is the opposite of my comfort zone, but you can only grow when you're outside of your comfort zone. So I'm gonna give it a shot. So among other goals, my bookish goals are actually just to read 35 books, among some other things like reading One Piece, reading all of Demon Slayer. I'm probably going to make an entire video on it because I like talking about New Year reading plans, even though I almost never stick to them, but that's okay. I also want to talk about my reading stats. I read 68 books this year, which is an anomaly. I never usually read that much. We're not going to be able to do that in 2026. I already know that because I'm going to have a very busy year. I'm graduating this year from my master's program in library science. I have to get the certificate that allows me to work as a librarian because my school doesn't give it to you. So I have to like do that, which I'm not sure how to do that. I have to work on my portfolio so that I can actually graduate and it can be accepted and I can graduate. I'm throwing an engagement party with my friends and family that takes planning and effort. Also probably going to be visiting my friends that don't live in the same state as I do. So that's a lot of different things, which is more than I've ever really had to do in a year. I'm a hermit. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit of a hermit. 2025 was the first year I've ever had to do so much and felt so alive and adult-esque, if that makes sense. It probably sounds silly, but you know, I'm being candid here. 2025 was a very different year for me in a good way, and I'm really excited about 2026 and I have some high hopes. I have hopes. So overall, I think it's going to be a good year. So there's that at least. I will keep you posted on how things from this bingo card go. Also, I don't know if you can see all the glittery stuff that I put on it. I also have hit pan on 3 makeup products, which honestly might be a little overzealous, but I just got done filming picking my first book of 2026 and I thought I would share it. But before I share that, I wanted to introduce you to the mini mic. I got this in hopes that my audio will sound super nice and crisp because sometimes, especially when I'm further away, it doesn't sound that good. However, I do fear the gain might be a little too high and you can hear me like breathe. So there's that. But also, I wanted to share a major personal revelation. I got rid of a lot of stuffed animals. If you watch these vlogs, you might notice there's like always a big line. I got those in the deepest pits of my depression. So I got rid of a lot of them. I haven't gotten rid of all of them, obviously. But I'm pretty proud of myself, and I wanted to share that. Let me show you the book that was selected. This is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. This is a book that I've been really, really excited to read. Like, I have heard wonderful things about this book because it's so magical. I love the entire premise of this. It's a curmudgeonly. The word is curmudgeonly, which I realize now I've only ever heard spoken and have never seen it written. So a curmudgeonly professor journeys to a small town in the far north to study fairy folklore and discovers dark magic, friendship, and love in this heartwarming and enchanting fantasy. I love academia, I love fantasy, I love folklore. I'm excited. So I will be jumping into this, but I will also probably be jumping into volume 1 of Demon Slayer because I'm obsessed. As I've said a million times, I'm obsessed with Demon Slayer. Also, this is great because now I can just pace around. I can talk to you from all the way back here and you can still hear me. Isn't that wonderful? I feel like the echo is gone. I really am enjoying this. I hope you're also enjoying it. Because that's why I got it. Because I was like, I like watching videos with really crispy audio. So I figured you guys might also enjoy it. It also took me a really long time to figure out why it wasn't working. It comes with a receiver that plugs into the butt of your phone that I did not purchase the first time. And I found out the hard way that you need that in order to actually record decent audio. Who would have thought? Clearly not me. Because I occasionally don't think. That's a lie. I do think, but for some reason, that fact completely escaped me. Did not consider. Also got to use my giant D20 for the first time, which was very exciting because I have not had a reason to use it in the book board game. So, yeah, that's the reading update. I will be back when I have made progress. And I hope you like the microphone. It's on a William Shakespeare letter opener.
Dear reader, she did in fact not make progress. She fell into a giant reading slump and didn't read anything for the next 2 months until graduation.